Welcome to the Inspiration in 30. My name is Gloria Ward, and I'm the founder of this platform, the I'm Loving Me Project, where we're the number one platform for women um, to help inspire you to be your best, and not only inspire you, but to help you actually accomplish your dreams. And I know it has been a crazy ride for me the last week or so. So I have so much to tell you guys. I am so happy to just be in a place where I am settled. But I want to tell you guys, hey Latanya, I want to tell you guys this, and I'm a beat this in your head because I'm living it, y'all. You gotta be able to be ready for everything that's coming down the pipe thus far. People are going back outside. People are starting to live their life again. I mean, all last week it has been so crazy. And I said to myself, one of the things that I'm going to tell my ladies is stop accepting what's unacceptable because now is the time where you create the rules and you get to decide what your new life would be. I'm telling you, all of those things that you said that you wanted, it is go time. I'm gonna tell you guys a couple of stories that happened to me last week. And not saying that it wasn't challenging, but I truly want you to know and to understand where we're going. As you can see, and you probably experienced this with everybody who's coming outside, you really don't want to sit on Zoom anymore. You really don't want to, be in the house anymore. A lot of people are going out, right? And so because they are going out, there's a lot of people coming out and they're saying, okay, what do I do now? But some have this big fear of people. Some are excited to be out, but there are some who are actually making moves and doing things now that is early. Okay, so last week for me, right? Uh, um, you guys know I'm working with a couple of people where we are investing in this business, right? And we've been going back and forth with the business so much for the past week, where we're on conference calls and phone calls. And you say, Gloria, uh, why are you investing in this business? Because that's a part of my dream. It's a part to invest in other businesses and also invest in you, right? So here I go. You see, this is the shareholder agreement. If you see it, shareholder agreement, right? This is shareholder agreement. Now, this shareholder agreement is all these pages, right? Where they telling you exactly, you know, uh, uh, how much the people are going to be getting paid, what exactly is going to happen, how are you as a shareholder in the company, what your role is going to be, right? And as me and my partners were looking through the document, we saw that most of the stuff that these guys were doing was fantastic, but they really tried to bond all of the shareholders to these crazy agreements. You couldn't go out and compete. You couldn't go out and do this. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do that. Right. So, you have the opportunity to go back and submit questions and everything. And so the guy, he came back and he said, hey ladies, look, you know, you're not gonna have that big of a piece of the company. We are trying to put our stuff together. We want to make sure, that we protect our interests and what's going on forward. So some of these things we're gonna have to stick to, right? And so we're sitting up here like, now wait a minute. Now we giving you our money because we believe in you. And what we're asking is little things. If we don't own a big part of the company, and you guys can let me know this, you really don't have that much say in stuff. You basically just helping out, but you don't want to lock yourself in as a majority shareholder and you can't go out and compete or do other things. So for example, the way that they had it, Kim, if you had a business that was the same type of business as theirs, I wouldn't be able to invest in you because, according to this document, I'll be investing in a competition, right? And I don't own a big piece in the company. So the small piece that I am investing in, they telling me that I would have to be in constraint like I was a majority shareholder, right? I mean, like, no, that don't make no sense because our goal is to start to pour our money in a whole bunch of people. It doesn't matter what the industry is, as long as it's something that we believe, and we believe in you guys and everything. We're gonna get going, right? And when he said, this is just what it is, this is how we are, we said, you know what? It's unacceptable. There's no reason why we should be held to the same standards as someone else where we're not putting, you know, uh, a lot of money. We're putting some money, but a lot of money in, right? And when you negotiating with some people, guys, when you are negotiating, hey Khadijah, I got something to tell you. When we negotiating with people, sometimes people want what they want. Well, most of the time, people want what they want, right? And they try to give you and convince you that your way of thinking and the way that you are feeling is wrong because their way that they have for you is the way that you should go with, right? There's some people who sit up there, and y'all know them. There's some people who sit up there and say, well, they really don't know anything, and I could just go ahead and give them what I think they deserve, and they should be happy with that. No, 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 honey. No, no, no. We talked to our lawyer, we went back, and we said we ain't signing anything. It was a great opportunity. We would love to work with you guys, but we ain't signing anything until the document has changed, right? I promise y'all, 3, 4 hours later, we get an email saying these are the things that have been changed inside of the document. You know why? Because at the same time where you was trying to see if your balls were bigger, you understood that you needed the money for the opportunity, right? And this is what I try to tell you guys. It doesn't matter how small you think you are, and it doesn't matter where you start, right? Everything, and think about it right now. Everything that you want to accomplish, or whatever it is that you want to do, I don't care if you starting at a level where you think you are a size of an ant. An ant counts towards something. You gotta know that in here that you are the biggest and the best thing. Because if you don't, people will tell you what they think about you. People will tell you what they think you deserve. And they will also give you what they think you should have. And if you don't know the difference, you will go ahead and accept it when it's unacceptable. You gotta hear that, right? Right now on the news, look at it. Oh, it's a shortage of people who want to go ahead and go to work, right? There's a shortage of people who are taking these jobs. Like, there's so many hiring signs out there, but people are not taking the jobs. You know why? Because the people woke up and they understood, if I go ahead and stay on unemployment, I'll make more money than the money that you are trying to give me. What you telling me is I'm worth that $11 an hour, that $10 an hour. Well, while I'm on unemployment, if you break it down, I'm actually making $15, $16 an hour, right? So now that you have told me exactly how much I'm worth, you want me to go back to normal, and normal is less and being acceptable to whatever that they giving you. You wake up. You wake up and you see, wait, hold on. I didn't do all this work over the past year to stay stuck and allow you to give me something that is mediocre. You guys hear me? You did not work hard experience all the things that you have experienced for someone else to tell you what they think about you and how good they think you are. If you don't know your worth, you are going to accept what's unacceptable. That's why I gave you those empowering questions to do on your own, because I want you to know and understand, if my life, if I felt safe and secure, what kind of person would I be? If I felt safe and secure, what kind of person would I be? What would you be doing with your life? Because the world is about to tell you, ladies, each and every one of you, if they haven't started, what they think you're worth and what you deserve and what you should have. Is that making sense? As we open up, you have the opportunity now to let the world know who you are. And if you haven't discovered that, they are going to do it for you. And that is something that you do not want. Because once they decide what they think you're worth, you will accept it, and you're not going to do nothing but still stay stuck in the situation that you're in, because you allowed yourself to stay in that position, because you allowed someone else to define who you are. Not today, not here, not if you're a part of this project. In every area of your life, can you say that you are controlling all of the shots over how much money you make, the kind of relationship that you in, the kind of friends that you have, the kind of boundaries that you have set with your family? Are you really in a situation right now where, now that things are opening up, you have the opportunity to tell that new story and redefine your life? Do you have that? Because now, ladies, Latanya, Vanessa, Kim, Khadijah, and everyone else who's on, what happened last year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago, that shit don't matter. Right? It happened to get you to this particular point where you are at right now. What is your new story? What is your new story? How are you defining your life as you move forward from here on then? Because we had the opportunity to slow down and think about it. And now that everything is opening back up, what does that new you look like? What shit are you not going to take no more? What are the plans that you said that you was going to do, that you are going to execute now? Right? One of the other things we did outside of that is that Friday. I don't know if I could tell that story. She probably listening. Well, I'll tell y'all that when I know she's not listening. But I know she's listening. It's a lady that I work with. So I'll switch that up. And even saying that, she'll know it's her. So there was there was an incident uh, where I had to do this presentation at work, just to give you an overview. And the lady just kept, coming back with all this negativity and everything. And she kept saying, Gloria, I just hope you got this. And I don't want to be embarrassed. And I just want to make sure that when we go in there, that everything is going to be fine. And the first thing I'm saying to myself is, honey, you ain't talking. And I said, too, you don't know who I am. You clearly don't know who I am. I'm never going to go into a situation where I am not prepared. And these people are not going to define what they're going to say and do and what they think that I deserve. That's just not going to happen. Right? But I'm going to save that story because I don't want her to start commenting. She's not, I don't want to hurt her feelings. But anyway, so then y'all, um, I'm looking at property in Alabama, right? And for anybody who is in real estate or anything like that, who want to get into real estate, um, and you want to be able to expand, you can do the same. I'm looking at some properties in Alabama. And so me and my friend was like, why don't we just go out there and just see what it's like? Because you know how you're just looking at stuff on the internet. Man, we get down there, it's like you are walking back in time. Okay? All these burnt down houses and abandoned buildings and people. So basically, y'all, it's like this. It is a nice house here, a not so nice house here, a burnt out house here. And that's basically how the the neighborhoods were, right? You go 2, 3 miles down though, you got University of Alabama at Birmingham. You got soccer fields. You got Chipotle, Starbucks, all this stuff within a 2 mile radius, right? So me and my friend is saying to ourselves, uh-oh, check out what's happening, y'all. Somebody is about to be gentrified real quick, right? Because you know how much the houses are out there, y'all. And this is what I tell you, you got to be able to stop accepting what's unacceptable. And you got to know when you are in a powerful position. And you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. Homes, single family homes, 2 mile radius from the downtown that they're building, $30,000, y'all. $12,000, $50,000. Nothing over $110,000 that is ready and available to be grabbed up. You know why? Because the people there just accepted what others have given them for so long. Now it's time to push you out because we gave you the scraps for years and years and years. We gave you the scraps for years and years and years, and you took it. And now that we're trying to revitalize and get people to be attracted to the city and come, you can't afford to stay. So you know what those people are going to do and why they're looking for people like me and everyone else to come down there is because we want to be able to take your property that's $20,000, $30,000, build it back up, turn it around, and sell it to you for $200,000. You won't be able to afford it, so you're going to be pushed out somewhere else. So now you're going to say, they take it away my mama's house, and this is where my family is, and this is, something that has been in my family for years. And then what we do, the white man did this, and the government is doing that, and all that. No. You know what you have to accept and know? That you accepted when it was unacceptable for so many years. Now they're giving you what they think you deserve. And that is to get your ass up out of there. And that's just the truth, y'all. Because it happens. Because it happens. And we get upset and we don't like it and we say that it's not fair. But at the same time, when you had the power, what did you do with it? How did you work it? I went in some of those neighborhoods because I started getting mad. I started getting mad. I started getting mad. You know why I was getting mad? That is exactly right, Kim. I started getting mad because I started counting all the houses on the block. And I said to myself, I was a little nervous because I said, ain't no way this whole street of houses are available and they're affordable, and the people right next to it is just sitting out oblivious and don't care. So I told my friend, I said, we're going to get out this car and I'm going to go ask somebody a question. And she up there like, bitch, I'm staying in my car. I am not getting out, right? I said, I got to, because I got to understand why these people are just sitting here going on about life like nothing is happening around them, right? So we went into this neighborhood. There was some people outside. And I said, hey, y'all, I said, how long y'all been living here? They was like, ooh, I've been living here most of my life. And this was my grandma's house, right? And I said, y'all know that they buying up this property in this neighborhood. I said, y'all plan on keeping it? It was like, no, if somebody come with the best offer, if you come with some money, we'll get up and move. And I said, where would you go? They like, I don't know, we'll go live somewhere else. We'll go rent out a place or something like that. We'll have enough money to do it. So I said, if this is your grandma's house, wouldn't you want to be able to stay in your grandma's house? Because now you are about to see a transition where the value of your grandma's house is about to go up if you can hold on to it. I said, y'all been paying the taxes on it? Yeah, we've been doing what we could. A lot of us don't work, and the whole thing with the story of mom disabled, somebody else disabled, and you can't get out and work. So I said, okay. I said, I want to tell y'all this, and now if I can't give you anything else, I want you guys to know that when the people do start to come and ask you, and you feel that this is something that you do want to do not settle for anything. Somebody in here needs to do their homework, right? And they, oh, no, we not, we not. We see all the stuff coming up in here. And I just said to myself, no, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. Because see, what's happening is, y'all, is that as we move in the neighborhood and the property taxes go up, y'all know that, and all that stuff go up, you can't afford to stay there because you couldn't afford it then. You can't afford it now. They left you alone for so long. And now that they got an eye on your shit, they can come and take it. Because you accepted the scraps all along and did nothing. And that's exactly what we were there to do. But when you see so many black and brown faces, you feel a certain kind of way, because you like, damn, y'all, come on. But you could say, well, Gloria, it's lack of education and they need to know more and all that stuff. And that does play a factor, right? But at the same time, and I say this to all of you guys, because it doesn't matter where you are on the income scale. You could be making a lot of money, but still accepting what that job is giving you, knowing that you are better than that, knowing that you should go to your boss and ask for a raise, but you don't, because you are afraid that if you do, you become a target and that they'll try to push your ass up out of there because you want more and want to do more and want to be more. And where you are is no longer comfortable for you. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be able to know that the best person that you can bet on is you. All of you who are listening, all of you who are on right now, the best person that you can bet on is you. Because if you fail yourself, you'll be able to get back up. It'll hurt and it will bother you, but you'll be able to get back up. If you loving yourself the way that you say you are, then you won't accept the scraps that people want to throw at you. You won't allow people to tell you what they think you deserve. Can y'all hear me? Now is the time for each and every one of you to write your damn new story and start walking in it. I'm telling you, this is the time right now. And that's what I was saying. Khadija, if you're still on, I wanted to tell you that book that you want to write and all them books you got and all the stuff that you want, that was you then. Now, you are a podcast host. You set an example for people who come and listen to you. They believe in what you are saying, and they want to be able to have more of you. And you owe them that. You owe them the best of you. And that's for everybody. Everything that you're doing right now, you owe people the best of you. And if you can't deliver that because you are waiting for someone to give you something, then you better get your ass in Girls Leap and get a mentor. I'm telling you. You better start listening to some tapes and CDs or whatever it is that you need. Because the door is wide open, ladies. The door is wide open. You can't sit up here and say you waiting and you hoping and you wishing and you trying and you trying to take it one day at a time and you just waiting for stuff to be approved. No. I want to be able to work with young girls. There's plenty of them out there. Go do it. I want to be able to write this book. There's nothing holding you back but a damn computer. And I know you got that because I can see you, right? You just have to sit down and write. You know what someone told me? And I want all of you guys to keep this, right? I want all of you guys to keep this. And Khadija, I'm so proud of you for that. Every person who's listening, this is something that this dude told me a long time ago, and I never forgot it, right? And I always write it in my journal. Write this down. If you can think, speak, and write, you're absolutely deadly. There's nothing that can get in your way. Let me tell you this one more time. If you can speak, think, and write, you're absolutely deadly. Nothing can get in your way. The way that you do that is through writing. Khadija, Kim, Vanessa, the way that you do that is through writing. Teach people to be articulate. That's the most dangerous thing that you can be. Because see, when you articulate, ladies, when you are articulate, you don't accept less. Do you hear me? When you articulate, you could come to the table and know what's rightfully yours. When you know how to think and how to speak and how to write, the reason why you are deadly is because you call the shots. The things that people put in front of you is not going to be acceptable unless it meets your standards. I'm sitting here now, and I always keep that in mind, and I always write it down in every damn journal that I get as a reminder to myself to say, Glow, you got a new story. You're not that person who got DUIs and failed marriage and all of this stuff. You wrote about it. It's out there. And guess what? It's going to help somebody get to the point where you are at right now. Because their story, they need to hear that story in order to get here. But all of you who are listening, we all got new stories. You can't use that old thing no more. What's the new you? What is the story that you are writing now that you're going to be talking about 10 years from now? Who is she now? What is she doing now? How does she look now? And what is she working towards now? And what is she not taking no more? You get what I'm saying, ladies? When I truly say it's your time, it's your time. And that's no bullshit. Because when I was out there all last week looking at these opportunities, putting things together, saying to myself, well, you know what? We are about to blow up because all of these things that we've been talking about as a group in here, having those sessions and understanding ourselves and loving ourselves, now there's opportunity. Let me tell you what that means. I'm busting my ass out here because I know that whatever we put in place for you, you're going to benefit so much because I'm committed and I believe, right? But I know I can't convince you to commit and believe. But you can see my work though, and you can see how that shit works. You think, and I'll show it to you. You think I'm signing this shareholder agreement? You see it? You think I'm signing this shareholder agreement because it's cool? Do you know what those people can do? What value they can bring? You get what I'm saying? You think we're not giving out $5,000 to the best business in August because we just want to give away money? No. Do you think we trying to get you to love yourself, work on your mind, get yourself in a position where you know who you are and how powerful you are because we just like you? No. I tell my team all the time, I believe in you so much, I probably believe in you more than you believe in yourself. But I see y'all and I know the power that God has put in each and every one of you. And you know what? The only thing that's stopping you is you. But check it out. Sometimes people need to see you go first in order to get the confidence. And that I know. Sometimes you need to see another person do it in order to believe. And ladies, I'm showing you. Ladies, I'm showing you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Those things that you think is not, I'm going to show you how easy it is. The journey might not be easy, but it could be yours because that's what you deserve. You get it? So Khadijah, you're going to be a guest on another podcast tonight. Post it in here so we all can watch it and support you. You know why? Because you took an extra step. All of you guys who are doing something amazing, post it so that we can support you because you working and you taking the steps. This is the beginning of your new story. Tell it the way you want to and stop accepting what's unacceptable. That's all I'm saying. If this is the beginning of your new life and your new story, don't go back. Move forward. Because that's what you told yourself. You told me last year, Gloria, I'm learning how to love myself and I'm working at it every day. Prove it to yourself. You ain't got to prove it to others, prove it to yourself. When you standing in front of that man, that woman, whoever you're in a relationship with, and they say, well, this is me, this is how I am, you can accept it or not. Well, shit. If it's unacceptable, I can't. This is how much the pay is. You can accept it or not, because there's plenty of applications out here of people who would like this job for $10, $15 an hour, $30,000 a year. It's just not right for me. You used to be that person who would sit up there and take this and take that. Not anymore, honey. That's not how I am. Because I saw where that got me. And now I'm gonna do something different because there's so many opportunities out there for me. Trying to tell you, ladies, this is the new story. This is what I said in the book. When you write your new story, you got to start living it. You can't just write it down and hope for the best. If you told yourself this is who you're going to be, walk in it. Because that is you. That's who you said you wanted to be and who you were going forward. So walk in it. Okay? I love y'all. We still doing Mental Health Awareness Month. We still having some amazing interviews. Girls Leap is still open there for you. We still putting our tour together so I can see you guys in person. It is warm outside. Look, like I told you, I'm trying to whatever it is that we do, because we still coming up with the concept. It's going to be it's going to be centered around fun, because that's what I want. I know we would do the work and talk about loving ourselves and all that, but I just want to see y'all and love on y'all and hang out with y'all and just, really get to know y'all in person. And that's exactly, what the plans are for me. Okay. So some of the events that we do, it'll mostly be around fun, networking, and meeting you guys. And then as we go along, we'll bring those people who will be able to help you and myself just move forward and everything. So they've been calling all morning, but I gotta go. But I love you guys. I think there's an interview tomorrow and for the rest of the week. So you'll see me a lot this week. So see ya. Bye.